curio. In our quest to understand the mysteries surrounding Atlantis, we first delve into the Gulf of Cadiz. Positioned to the west of the Iberian Peninsula, the Gulf's allure lies in its diverse bathymetry. Given its location near the Strait of Gibraltar, there's an argument that it could have served as a bustling maritime route. Additionally, several underwater anomalies and formations have caught the attention of researchers, suggesting possible remnants of ancient structures or cities. We voyage to the Madira archipelago. Situated northwest of Africa, Madira's hypothesis finds its strength in ancient accounts and the region's intriguing geology. The archipelago consists of volcanic islands, hinting at cataclysmic events in the past that could correlate with Plato's account of Atlantis' downfall. Furthermore, the strategic placement of Madira in the Atlantic would have made it a potential maritime hub, resonating with the descriptions of Atlantis as a bridge between continents. Venturing further southwest, we approach the Canary Islands. An archipelago of 7 main islands have long been enveloped in tales of lost civilizations. Ancient ruins, artifacts, and the presence of the indigenous Guanche people bolster the island's connection to a storied past. There's also the volcanic geology to consider. The dramatic landscapes of the islands, with their high peaks and deep valleys, could align with certain aspects of the Atlantean descriptions. While each of these locations offers intriguing possibilities, several counterpoints warrant consideration. Firstly, the proximity of the Gulf of Cadiz, Madira, and the Canary Islands to the Iberian Peninsula in North Africa would likely mean that if Atlantis were located there, it would have been more widely known and documented by ancient civilizations. In essence, instead of being a mysterious and distant land, it might have been considered an integral part of the known territories, much like how regions close to Greece or Egypt were well mapped and referenced in historical accounts. Additionally, given the relatively shallow continental shelves of these areas and their strategic maritime importance, there would likely be more extensive archaeological findings if they were the heart of a vast Atlantean empire. But most importantly, we need to revise Plato's Critias, for it describes the scale of what we are looking for in great detail. He provides us with detailed dimensions, landscapes, and structures that this lost city once boasted. Firstly, let's convert the ancient Greek units of length referred to as stadia. A stadia referred to the length of a stadium as approximately 185 meters. We can create several points of reference, scale and direction, and start to visualize what Plato was writing about. Plato delves deep into the very fabric of the city, describing it not just as an island, but as a mosaic of landscapes. He sketches a land with concentric rings, alternating between water and land. The central island, a circular heartland, spans 5 stadia. It's encircled by a moat of water 1 stade wide. This aquatic belt is followed by the first ring of land stretching 2 stadia. Beyond it, a second watery ring 2 stadia in breadth unfolds. Finally, the outermost ring of land spans 3 stadia, culminating in a diameter of about 4,200 meters. From the core of this city, a channel carves its way 9 kilometers long, bridging the central island to the vast embrace of the sea. It's no doubt impressive in scale, around the size of Lower Manhattan. But as we zoom out, it becomes clear the challenges in looking for something this size on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. We must expand our gaze to the encompassing sizes referred to for the entire island. Behold, the Great Plain, a vast, flat landscape with dimensions truly remarkable. Stretching out 3,000 stadia in length and a width of 2,000 stadia, this magnificent plain is nestled within a protective framework of mountains. To the north, these mountains shield it, forming an impenetrable barrier, punctuated with rivers, nurtured by rainfall and springs. I can almost visualize what once was. The sprawling expanse of the Great Plains. To the west, formidable, precipitous mountains rise, Northern hills roll gently, acting as nature's sentinels. At the heart of this enchanting landscape sits the majestic city, harmoniously cradled by the embrace of the island's natural beauty. We inevitably find ourselves returning to the MidAtlantic Ridge. The ocean floor here is dotted with intriguingly named seamounts, a collection of extinct submarine volcanoes that trace a path along the ridge's outer edge. This chain of underwater mountains was formed as the African plate moved over the New England hotspot, leaving behind these fascinating remnants of volcanic activity, culminating in an expansive plain that extends all the way to the Azores. This cluster of islands might just hold more secrets than meets the eye. Nestled here is the MidAtlantic Ridge, a sprawling geological marvel known for its volcanic activity. Could this very ridge hold echoes of the cataclysmic events Plato spoke of when he described Atlantis? Now imagine an island, mountainous terrains encircled by the ocean, with a central plain surrounded by highlands. Sounds familiar? That's because the topography of the Azores bears an uncanny resemblance to Plato's descriptions of Atlantis. In recent years, a series of intriguing findings have come to light, from enigmatic stone structures reminiscent of ancient European megaliths to a curious pyramid-like formation on the island of Pico. The remnants seem to beckon us to look closer. Plato further mentions the mountains to the north, which sheltered the populace from the aggressive tendencies of the Atlantean central power. These northern people play a critical role as observers of the island nation's ultimate demise. According to Solon, where is who the ancient Egyptian priests heard the story from. Given the geographic descriptions Plato provides, placing these northern mountain dwellers in the region of the Azores becomes a tantalizing hypothesis. If we entertain this notion, then perhaps these very individuals, living on the periphery and sheltered by the mountains, survived the cataclysm that consumed Atlantis, carrying with them the memories of a once great civilization. They could have migrated to other lands, including Egypt, sharing their stories with the civilizations they encountered. Over millennia, these accounts became embedded in the annals of the Egyptian priesthood, waiting for the day they'd be shared with an inquisitive Greek named Solon.